Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going to do a little bit of meal prepping. I need to meal prep 3 lunches for this week along with my snacks and breakfasts. And so I thought we could do that together. My plan for this week is to have a kind of like Asian inspired chicken and vegetable dish. I'm gonna be using boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'll be using some bell pepper. I'll be using a lot of onion and some teriyaki sauce. I might add in rice. I don't know yet, probably not. I've had a bad week with food, so I'll probably skip the rice and just do the chicken and bell pepper and onion and mushrooms. This will be my first time ever cooking mushrooms, and so I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope they come out right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'm also gonna be making my breakfast, and so the last time we did a meal prep with me, or whatever that was, meal prepping adventure, I don't know what we did. But the last time we meal prepped, I did an overnight oat for work, and that was very successful for me. I really enjoyed it. So I just wanna make the same thing. I'm gonna modify it just a little bit, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna make that again as well. I also need to put together some snacks, and so I will be doing celery and peanut butter for snacks. And if I have any leftover bell pepper, I'll use that, and onions as well. I've also got apples for the week. I've got lots of grapefruit. I've got some bananas. I've got lots of things I can put together for snacks. So let's go ahead and get started on the chicken veggie Asian style dish. So today I'm gonna be using these frozen Coleman chicken breasts. I got these because they're first organic, no antibiotics, no hormones, non-GMO, that type of thing. But I also got them because they're individually wrapped and because you can cook them from frozen. I like things that you can cook from frozen because that's quicker for me and I don't have to lay things out. You can even cook these in the skillet on frozen, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw these on the skillet, I'm gonna brown them on both sides, and I'm gonna put them in the oven to finish them off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this. So for 3 days worth of food, I think I'm actually gonna do 3 like full ones of these. So I'm gonna cook 3 of these. They're pretty small. Each one is about 4 ounces. This one's a little bit more, these are a little bit less, so it like all adds up, and I'm gonna chop these up. I'm not gonna eat each individual one, so I'm gonna portion them out into 3. So I'm gonna use these 3, and I'm just gonna throw them on the stove in a hot pan. So I've got the pan heating up. I've also got my oven heating up, but I'm gonna spray my pan with this Simply Organic canola oil spray. This is 0 calories, and I just give my pan a nice little spritz to get this chicken going. So the pan should be good and hot now, so I'm gonna throw my chicken on and get that going. And then I'm gonna clean my counters. This is gross. All right, so while that is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping all of my vegetables. So I'm gonna just move you so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll also be weighing my vegetables as well as I go. All right guys, so my chicken is still back here browning. In a second, I'm gonna pop that into the oven to finish it off. I have got a couple of bowls of vegetables here, and I'm gonna cook these in a wok, I believe. I kind of wanted to cook them in the pan that the chicken was in, but I decided, I think, to just cook them in a wok. So I've got a couple of bowls of vegetables. I've got my mushrooms that are freaking me out. I've never ever cooked mushrooms. I don't know about this. I don't even know if I really like mushrooms that much. But I bought them, and so I'm gonna cook them. So it looks like the chicken is done, with the exception of this one little thicker friend over here. He's a little thicker than the others. I'm gonna let him hang out just a little bit longer to see if he can finish himself out on the stove. because the others got done. Yeah, no, he's super pink on the inside, so he's got to go into the oven, but the others can just hang out and wait. Now we're gonna cook our vegetables. So I'm gonna get out a wok, and I'm gonna heat that up, and I'm gonna heat that up with some oil, the spray oil, and then we're gonna throw these vegetables in and see what happens. Here's to good mushrooms. Guys, if you do not already own a wok, you're seriously missing out. Vegetables cook so much better in a wok. I really love it. You don't just have to cook Asian dishes. I cooked cabbage in it last week and it was great. So as these continue to cook down, I'm gonna be adding this spicy ginger teriyaki sauce to it. This stuff is really good. It does have to be like shaken up really good, but I am gonna measure this out to make sure that I'm not overdoing it with it. And I'm also gonna add the chicken in as well at this time, and this is about the time that I'm also gonna season everything as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the salt and pepper and things like that done, and then I'm gonna weigh this out. I'm gonna need to chop my chicken up into small pieces and just mix it all together as the vegetables are coming through for me. Guys, I've got this gadget, which is awesome. This is a salt and pepper meal. And you do this side for salt and this side for pepper. This thing is amazing. This was a gift from a friend. It's by the brand Cuisinart, and it's rechargeable. I love this thing. It makes seasoning with salt and pepper super easy. And also for you preparing meats and things like that, if you're doing like the one hand clean method, this makes it super easy to season because you're not having to grind like that. You can just, and you're done. Now let's weigh out some sauce. I'm just gonna weigh it out in this little cup here. And so one serving of this is 14 grams. And so I'm gonna weigh out 14 grams of this, but I'm gonna do it like 3 times. All right, so we went a little bit over, but that's okay. I got 61 grams, so I'll just account for 61. And this is what we're gonna put into our food. All right, and we are done with the main dish. So we are done with my lunch dish. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. I've got some really beautiful vegetables in here, the teriyaki sauce, the onion, the bell peppers. This will be a really good lunch. And I'm gonna split this up into 3 portions, which is a ton of vegetable and some good protein and everything like that. So this meal, each serving is gonna clock in at 315 calories. It was really easy to make, and I'm just gonna put it into individual bowls for the entire week. But 315 calories still leaves me room for an apple at lunch or something like that if I want something a little bit more, but it's also really heavy on the vegetable, which is what I'm really looking for. All right, so before I go on to preparing my breakfast and my snacks, I'm gonna just clean up this mess. I'll be back. Hey guys, so now I'm gonna work on my overnight oats. And so the recipe that I used last time, I used a 1/4 cup of oats, 12 grams of PB2, a 1/4 cup of milk, 15 grams of honey, and a medium banana. So this time I am gonna leave out the medium banana because that gave it kind of like a weird consistency as the banana like did things, but I'll carry a banana with me to put into it. And then also I'm gonna cut back a little bit on my milk. I feel like these were too like soupy and I wanted them to be like fuller. So I might increase the oats that I use a little bit and keep the same amount of milk just because I feel like I could stand to have a few more calories in the morning. The original recipe came out to 267. And I also want to cut back on the honey. I have a little too much honey in each one of these. I am using the Quaker oats like this. This is just like the old-fashioned, no-nonsense, very large thing of oats. And last time I did not weigh this out. I just like used a measuring cup. Today I actually want to weigh all my ingredients out to make sure I'm getting accurate measurements. So I have completed getting all of my ingredients together, so I'm just gonna stir it up. These are coming out to about 189 calories each because I did remove the banana, decrease the milk, and increase the oats, as well as decrease the honey. And I'm hoping that these turn out really, really good. So I'm just gonna stir them up, put them together, and be done. So guys, in these I am using raw honey local to San Antonio. If I can, I prefer to have honey this way. A person that I know at work is a beekeeper, and she makes her own, or she doesn't make it, but she like has her own honey and she bottles it up and sells it. So I really like that. I feel good knowing that I know where it's coming from, that her bees are treated really, really well. Like, she loves her bees. So if you have the means to buy raw local honey, it is totally worth it. The taste, everything about it is just so much better. This honey is thick and delicious and just amazing. So get you some. And guys, if anybody is in the San Antonio area, this is by Honey Bunny Raw Honey, made here in Helotes, Texas. So really good. All right, so I have now got my meal made, I've got my breakfast made, and now I just need to work on my celery and my peanut butter. So I'm gonna get on to that. All right guys, I'm gonna talk to you for a second and be really real. I'm about to do something that a lot of you are not gonna be happy with me about. There's a lot of hate on YouTube about this, and that is using prepackaged ingredients. So I'm gonna tell you why I use this celery. First of all, it's pre-cut. Second of all, it stays fresh longer. And third of all, there's no third reason. I'm lazy and I don't want to cut my own celery, wash my own celery, and do that whole like thing. So I'm gonna portion out these into probably 3 bags, maybe 4. I can probably get 4 out of this hopefully. And then I'm gonna portion out my peanut butter, and I'm gonna be done, I think. I'll take apples to work and bananas and this and peanut butter, and I will be good to go. So I'm just gonna grab my little snack baggies, which you're probably not gonna like me for using either, but I mean, I'm real. So I'm definitely gonna be using snack baggies today. So that is it. I am done meal prepping for the day. I have got 3 lunches and 4 breakfasts and 4 snacks, and everything else that I would eat will be either pre-packaged or like an apple or something. My breakfast, my overnight oats came out to be 189 calories, which is really good. I will also add a banana in with that when it's time to eat it, and maybe some chopped nuts if I have them. And then my lunch comes at 315 calories, and then I will also probably have an apple with my lunch. I might eat my celery and peanut butter at that time. I might have something that somebody else brought. I don't know. I'll eat a little something else with that probably. For me, meal prepping isn't all about being perfect all the time and having every single part of my day planned out, but it's about having options all week and being able to eat and grab and go. So I don't try to meal prep my dinner. We do the HelloFresh for dinner. I will have a lunch out on Friday with my team, And then my snacks sometimes are pre-packaged or just an apple, and sometimes I have 2 apples, sometimes I have 3 apples. Sometimes I might grab some fruit from my work. Sometimes I have a cup of tea and honey. So all of that is variable. I eat about 2,000-ish calories a day to lose weight, and this really works for me, and having that type of flexibility really works for me as well. So I'm done. I will see you guys for my next video. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me while I meal prep. I hope to talk to you guys later. Bye.